Hello everyone, Zane here, welcome back to my new Player's Beginner's Guide to Crafting in Final Fantasy XIV, Level 1 to 80, Part 7. At some point in this series, I'm probably going to forget what part I'm on. Anyway, I managed to get all my crafter classes to level 40. Some level 41 because I had to get my accessories made and catch up with my culinary and gear. But level 40 is where I got everybody. Next gear set we're going to be using is the level 38 linen set. So linen wedge cap of crafting, linen coat of crafting, linen short gloves, half apron, bottoms, and gaiters, all level 38. The accessories: wolf earrings, the mithril choker, the mithril wristlets of crafting, and the rings. 37 rings, 36 for the bracelet, 39 for the choker, and the fang earrings are level 35. Alright. These ones you want to make high quality, of course, because they give you extra CP. As for the tools, try to get as close to level 40 as humanly possible. Some of them will be level 40, some 38, some level 39. Why they're not all the same, I don't know. And the offhand tool, whatever is closest to level 40. For blacksmith is going to be level 33, because the next one will be level 43. As always, make sure you take the old gear, convert it into materia if it's 100% spirit bonded, and put the materia in your next set of gear, prioritizing level 2 CP and control first. The tools, I highly recommend putting in craftsmanship to make sure that brand of the elements gets you the 100%. So that's what I'm going to do right now, since I have material left over. Alright, so I just need one more materia melded to do the challenge log for meld your heart, which will give me more experience. Anyway, so we're going to be doing the level 40 class quest for blacksmith. Each class quest is going to be the same as always, high quality, this, and bring it in. So I need a wrapped cross beak hammer, high quality. Now the annoyance with a reborn is you actually have to make an item and then use that item to make another item called a wrapped, insert name here. It's one of the most annoying things about a reborn, but luckily I have one. Now you want to make 2 of these because, well, this is what I'm using at level 38. You can easily buy the steel cross beak hammer at the vendors in the marketplace, but it's only normal quality. But you can offset it by using high quality steel ingot and high quality boar leather to compensate for the high quality. Alright. For food, I forgot to mention, we are now upgrading to the Sanin. I think that's how you pronounce it. There's another food that you can use, it's called fish soup, but the actual materials for that are a little bit harder to get than the Sanin here. So it's only 3 CP difference too. The melds I put in for my CP compensate for that, so we don't have to worry about it too much. Now let's do this. Now it's a level durability of 80, so we don't have to really use waste not. I mean, not waste not, master's mend. So when you're quiet, if you get it good, use it. Tricks of the trade. Waste not. Innovation, because this is level 38 and Ingenuity won't work. And now we're going to do basic touch. If you get an excellent, use standard touch, which automatically gets me almost 100. I'm gonna finish with basic touch. Now what you would do is continue doing basic touch until innovation falls off. Reapply, waste not, and then continue using basic touch until you either run out of CP, which you need at least 36, or 15 durability. So because I don't have to really worry about that, I can just go ahead and do name of the elements, and then brand of the elements. Alright, since I didn't one-shot it, that's why you always make sure you leave at least 2 moves at the end. Basic synthesis. And there you go. cutscene. And now we're going to be getting 326,000. Basically, it's one level right there. Now, we're going to be getting the level 38 offhand, so you're going to be getting an upgrade to your offhand, but if I didn't compare it, it has one control short and one craftsmanship short from the high quality version. As for this, you don't really need the gear because we're going to be bypassing this. Alright, so we're going to take the elegant silver pieces. No, level 41. And I'm almost actually level 42. Because level 42 is where the next skill we're going to be learning, which is going to be final appraisal. Alright, so make sure you do all your class quests up to this point if you haven't done them already. After that, we're going to be going over to do the Grand Company turn-ins. Alright, but I'm going to be doing the XIV Beast Tribes off camera first, get my blacksmith level 42, I'll explain final appraisal, and then we'll continue by making the Grand Company turn-in items that I have. Alright, so when I get to level 42 blacksmith, we will continue. Alright guys, I'm now level 42 blacksmith. I just did Meld Your Heart challenge log and I got myself to 42. At level 42, we get a final appraisal. Has a CP cost of 1, and the next action that would complete item synthesis will instead leave 1 progress point remaining, and is active for 5 steps. Alright, so we're going to be doing the Grand Company turns next. I only have 1 start, unlike last time, so I probably won't get too much experience. Maybe a level or 2. Alright, the only one I'm not going to be making is the leatherworker item, because I already made one way ahead of time, just for testing out Ingenuity and all that. So everything else I'm going to be at least making once. And I already have my food buff still up. Right, so first we're going to start off with the mithril hammer for goldsmith. I already have one already made for my goldsmith, so this is going to be for the turn-in. Right, so we're going to go with inner quiet. We're going to use final appraisal to showcase it. Name the elements. Brand the elements. See? Leaves me with 1. Okay, so it does fall off if you use it. Okay. I just don't understand why the clock symbol's on there. Doesn't really make sense. Alright, so we got it good, so we're going to use it to get the CP back. And now we can focus on our quality. So, waste not. Now the nameless symbol at the top of me is this basically telling you cannot use it again. So, innovation. Then we do basic touch until innovation falls off. Alright, reapply waste not. Continue. And I still have 23 CP left over. And now we just do basic and finish the item. Simple. I never really used final appraisal before, so... Next is going to be the mahogany fishing rod for carpenter. Now I don't have final appraisal on this one because I'm not level 42. So we're just going to continue with inner quiet, waste not. If you get it good, go ahead and use basic touch. And then add innovation. You're going to lose 1 step of waste not anyway, and you kind of want it to be at the 5 increment level going forward. We got an excellent. So go ahead and do basic touch. But again, you were to follow with waste not again and continue if you're using less high quality materials. Alright, 2-shot it and we're done. And now I'm level 41 in my carpenter. Next, I gotta make a mithril elmo for armor. This is level 40. I need a mithril ingot rivet real quick. So let's go ahead and make one. Alright, that was the spirit bond. Sound, so we're going to do here quiet. Waste not. Got it good, so we'll go ahead and use it. Innovation. Continue with basic touch until innovation falls off. Got it good, so I'll use basic touch. Alright, reapply waste not. Alright, so we can't use any more CP because we need at least enough for brand and name of the elements. So, got it good, so use it. Otherwise you'll continue with hasty touch. So back to basic. Alright, so now we need to do name the elements and brand. And slap it with basic synthesis. Got a high quality, very nice, and now we got the final appraisal. Now we need to make a horn staff for goldsmith. It's going to be level 41. Alright. So enter quiet. Waste not. Innovation. Continue with basic touch until innovation falls off. Reapply waste not. Okay, excellent. We'll just take and do the basic. We're almost there. And now we finish with brand and name. Alright, the horn staff is done from goldsmith. Next is the woolen coif of gathering for weaver. I think I went past it. There it is. Alright, so same as always, since I don't have final appraisal. Got it good, so take the CP. Waste not. Got it good, so use it. Basic touch. Continue with innovation. Got an excellent, so you would have done standard touch, but I went too fast. So just continue. Alright, we need to waste not since the excellent worked. There's 100% in that. So weaver's done. Next is alchemist. Alright, this is level 38, so it's going to be a little bit below us, which is good. Makes it a little bit easier. Wrong button. That's alright. still finished. And of course, culinarian's last, as per usual. Alright, let's finish this off and throw them all in. There we go. Simple and easy. Some of my crafter classes aren't exactly up to date on their gear, but it's so easy to do this. Alright, let's start off with culinarian. So, I'm getting over 1 million. Holy crap. So I am predicting I'm going to be probably 45 or 46. 44. Okay, it's not bad. Got final appraisal. They'll do alchemist. I got 2 levels on alchemist. Weaver. 2 levels on weaver. Leatherworker. So 2 levels on leatherworker. Carpenter, I got 2 levels. I mean, goldsmith, 2 levels. Armor only had 1. Let's make sure I'm not passing the one that's spirit bonded. Blacksmiths, which already went up to level 42 on that, so it's probably going to give me to level 44, 43, only 1 level. And Carpenter's last. And that got to 42. Alright, so without starred, all my crafter classes would have went up 2 levels. Alright. So, now that it's all over and done with, now I can go ahead and do my beast tribes. Most likely I'm probably going to do it on my alchemist to get that up. Alright. Alright guys, so I just finished my beast tribes for the day. I am trusted with them, so that's the rank 4. And we have 4 different NPCs to work with. Now, this means we are able to use all 12 of our beast tribe allowances, so that none will go to waste. The thing is, you don't have enough to do all of them and the deliverance quest. So what I highly recommend doing is the very first NPC that you got, do 2 out of his 3, and then use the 3rd allowance on the deliverance quest, because doing deliverance you'll be able to do multiple jobs with the turn-ins, so you'll be able to spread the experience. After that, do the rest. Making sure that you do the most powerful ones first. You can turn them in on any crafter class that you want, so whoever's lagging behind, bring them up by using the turn-ins for those classes. Alright, so the other thing I forgot to do was my class quests. I was really lagging behind a lot of these, especially Goldsmith was still at level 25 quest, so I managed to catch up and everyone's up to level 45. Alright, so we're going to be doing the level 45 class quest with Blacksmith. Now around level 45 is where the Guild Masters are going to require 3 turn-ins. Level 40 for Culinarian. Alright, so let's go ahead and accept the quest. Need to come over here, talk to the NPC here. Alright, so we need 3 items. A pair of Cobalt Knuckles, a Buccaneer's Bardiche, and a Cobalt Samshire. This is why it's so important to be a gatherer, because you're going to be needing a lot of materials that are going to be quite expensive if you don't. Alright, gathering is not that difficult, and I highly recommend becoming one to make your life so much easier. Alright, I don't have the food that I used earlier, so I'm going to stick with my stone soup. The melds I have for my CP should be enough, so I don't have to worry about it. These recipes are going to be lower than 45, so you're going to have a slight advantage over them. Alright, I'm going to use only one high quality material on this one. So we're going to follow the rotation I showed you earlier, and you're quiet. If you get it good, tricks of the trade. Final appraisal. Name of the elements. Got it good, so going to go ahead and take the CP. And now we'll do brand of the elements. Alright, so final appraisal will only fall off if you surpass the bar on the progress. So I have 144 progress, I did 171, so that means final appraisal would fall off. If you do not use final appraisal to its full potential, it will not fall off. Alright, so keep that in mind. Alright, now we can continue. Waste not. Innovation. And now we're going to spam basic touch until innovation falls off. Alright, innovation fell off, so now reapply waste not. And continue. And finish the craft. Alright. Now for the Sam shear. Again, follow the rotation, very quiet. Final appraisal. Name the elements. Brand of the elements. Alright, fell off. Now we continue with waste not. Innovation. And then do basic touch spam. Reapply waste not, and continue. Now obviously if you run out of CP at the very end, just use hasty touch until it's 100%, or use high quality materials to offset it. Alright, and now the Bardiche is next. And we're done. Simple and easy. Alright, so now I gotta pass these in to a different NPC, which is going to be on the boat near the Fisher's Guild. Alright, so when we get there, we will continue. Alright guys, here we are at the Fisher's Guild, so what we want to do is follow the pier onto the boat, and now we need to get up to the upper deck, because that's where she is. So we'll just follow the stairs up. And there she is. Alright, so we get the level 43 main hand, which is going to be weaker because mine's high quality, so we're not going to need that. You can make this yourself if you like, And the gear, we're going to be bypassing this stuff, so don't even worry about this. So just take the pieces. And now I'm now level 47. And at level 47 we get Waste Not 2, which is the beefy brother of Waste Not 1. Now, we are going to be using Waste Not over Waste Not 1, because Waste Not 2 has a CP cost of 98, which means if you double down on Waste Not, it's going to cost you more. This lasts for 8 steps, well 7 because you're going to be using Innovation right after it, so you don't really have to reapply Waste Not. You can just use Waste Not 2 and save yourself some CP. Alright? Alright, so from level 45 to 50, you guys again have the same options I had before. Either continue crafting everything in your crafting log, wait for the next day for your stuff to reset, or you can spam lev quests to get to 50. I recommend the level 40 ones because some of those lev quests have some materials in common with each class, which is going to be the mithril stuff. Carpenter has the mahogany spinning wheel, has mithril rivets in it. That's the one you're going to be using for Carpenter. For Leatherworker, we got the boarskin harness, which I think also has mithril rivets inside of it. The mithril file for Blacksmith is a repeatable one, so you can do 3 in one lev quest, which you should be getting almost 1,000,000 experience points by the end of it, if it's high quality. Those also uses mithril stuff. The mithril alembic for Armorer. The apple juice for Culinarian, just uses mirror apples. Simple and easy. Mithril Earcost for Goldsmith, again with the mithril stuff. Linen Deerstalker for Weaver, which is the headpiece. And the Blinding Potion for Alchemist. Do these, and you should be level 50 in no time. So you don't really have to worry about any other gear until we hit level 50, because I'm using the level 38 set, and I can make basically anything between 40 and 50. As long as you use at least 1 or 2 high quality materials, you should be fine. Alright, so I will see you guys when I hit level 50. Again, Waste Not 2 over Waste Not 1. And just continue crafting the way I showed you. Alright guys, so I'm back. Got all my crafter classes to at least level 50. A couple of level 51 because the Grand Company turn-ins give me too much experience. But generally I'm all level 50. So if you are in the same boat as me, congratulations, you have made it to a Realm Reborn level 50. This is a hell of a lot easier now than it was back then when we first did it, but it's done. Alright, so now we can do the level 50 class quest. At level 50, we get the ever so glorious Byrocot's Blessing. Increases quality, and your quiet effect ends upon use. Efficiency 100% plus 20% for each bonus to control granted by Inner Quiet, and success rate is 100. So which means that your Inner Quiet stacks will fall off because you're going to be using them to power up Byrocot's Blessing. This is going to be a part of our finisher, which basically our finisher is just to get the last leg of quality to 100% without really having to, go through the getting it to 100 through the rotation like I've been showing you guys so far. So I'm going to be doing the level 50 quest with the level 38 gear and accessories because I'm just a show off. And to prove that you don't really need to be updated in order to do level 50. Right, so Serendipity here is going to require a black pearl ring melded with Piety Materia 3. Now you easily can get this throughout the market board, or you can spirit bond some gear around level 45 or 50 in hopes that you get Piety. Or you can server hop and try to find the best deal. I'm going to be using fish soup, which I have right here. It's going to give us extra 33 CP. Everything is the same. I have all the same gear on all the same melds. So let's find black pearl ring on the list. Alright, I'm going to use 1 high quality electrum ingot. So we're going to do Inner Quiet, final appraisal, name of the elements, brand of the elements, so we'll be able to finish the item with 1 shot. Okay. Now we are going to do Waste Not 2. innovation. And now we are going to spam basic touch. Alright. Now I'm going to leave my CP at level at 79 because I want to show you guys the finisher we're going to be using. So we're going to try to get up to 8 stacks of inner quiet, so we're going to use hasty touch until we get 8. Alright, so now we can do the finisher, which is going to be great strides, innovation, and then we're going to go with Baragat's blessing. Since Ingenuity won't really be useful because we're going to be making something below our level, we don't really, or we can't really use it, and it won't be for anything really. Right, so then we go with Baragat's blessing, and the inner quiet falls off, and my blessing was 1209, and then we can finish the item. And that's how you use Baragat's blessing. Alright. Now, if you are trying to do recipes and you don't have Baragat's blessing, ultimately what you would do is, with waste not 2 up, continuously using basic touch until you are fully and completely done with the 100% high quality. Of course, make sure that you leave yourself at least 1 step away to complete the item. Now, we need to meld that materia into it. And now we can pass it into her. Talk to her again. And now we need to go to the Pearl Lane, which is going to be right over here. Talk to Gigi, the little mammoth that's been insulting you this whole time. And now we need to run back to Serendipity. We're going to take the Aetherite back, since it's going to be a little bit faster. So because I'm level 51 doing the level 50 class quest, I was a little bit overpowered for this one, but basically that's how you do it if you're going to be if you're doing it at level 50, which of course you should be doing it anyway. That's how you do it. Alright, so every time you do the level 50 class quest, you're going to get your blue main hand tool, and then a piece of the Guildmaster set. But of course, this is going to be not going to be using because we're going to be skipping over this. So go ahead and take the gold pieces. And that's done for our Realm Reborn for Goldsmith. Alright, so you're going to do this every single class, because in Heavensward, that's the only way you're going to be accessing them is by doing the Realm Reborn ones. Alright, so basically, I think most of them are going to require you to meld something, and Culinarian's going to ask you for a crap ton of items to turn in. Now, in the next video, we're not going to be jumping into Heavensward just yet, because I do have a couple other things that I want to touch upon, such as Desynthesis, which is almost mandatory to continue with crafting in Heavensward. We also have Retainer Adventures, which I should have probably told you about sooner, but it's never too late to learn about that. And also we're going to be talking about the Master Recipe books and what we can do at level 50 in A Realm Reborn. Alright, so we're going to be talking about all that stuff in the next part of this. Alright, so guys, that is going to be it for this video. Thank you so much for watching. Don't forget to leave a like if you found this useful. Any comments, questions, and or concerns, please put them in the comment section down below. I'd be more than happy to help you guys out with any questions you might have. And of course, don't forget to subscribe to my channel if you're new for more Final Fantasy XIV content and the continuation to my crafting series. As a reminder, make sure you hit that notification bell next to my subscribe button so you guys will never miss an upload, and follow me on all my social media at Zane Lionheart on Twitter and Facebook. So until next time guys, may you forever walk in the glorious light of Lord Bahamut. Take care guys, and again, congratulations on hitting 50.